Hello everybody, my name is Rachel and welcome to my channel Kalanadi. Today I'm going to contemplate 2018 reading plans. Goals, challenges, guidelines, whatever you want to call them. I prefer plans and guidelines rather than hard and fast goals these days, except I keep doing projects and those are goals and they're quite constrictive. Over the past couple of months at the end of 2017, I have been going back and forth about what I wanted to do with reading challenges and guidelines in 2018 because over the past couple of years I've done a lot of goals, I've done few goals, I've run the whole gamut of reading plans basically, and I actually contemplated doing zero reading goals for the year, but then I was thinking about how 2017 went and I realized I really enjoyed my reading plans in 2017. They were just challenging enough to get me out of my comfort zone, but they weren't so difficult that I failed at them or that I felt they were too difficult to continue with. So I enjoyed them, I succeeded for the most part with all of them, and they made me really happy. They led me to read some really great books. So I'm going to do them the same way with a few tweaks for 2018. So in 2017 I had 3 challenges and 1 project. My challenges were to read 10% in translation, to read a lot of short fiction, and to read 60% or fewer books by American authors, which translates to 40% or more books by non-American authors. And my project was to read all the winners of the Arthur C. Clarke Award. Now, I've succeeded at the 3 challenges quite well, I think. The reading project, reading the Clarke Award winners, I could have done it completely by the end of the year, but I ended up not doing that because I thought it unwise to be that hard on myself in this last month of the year. It wasn't a great time in some ways. So, you know, all in all, it was good. So I'm going to do the same reading challenges, those 3 things, but I'm going to change the reading project to something else. I had actually considered doing the Tiptree Award in 2018. That was my original plan when I started mapping some things out about 2 years ago now. But instead, I'm just going to replace that with a challenge I've done in the past, which is to reread books. I did not reread many things in 2017. I didn't make room for it. I didn't prioritize it. I frankly didn't think about it very much. And then I got to the end of the year and realized how much I was missing it. It's a particular joy that I've really developed over the past couple of years. I've had so much success rereading childhood favorites, and it's like guaranteed pleasure, a read that I know I will love, even if I think differently about it as an adult. So I'm bringing it back. I'm going to make a point of rereading books in 2018, and there won't be any other major projects or reading lists to detract time from that. And then there are a couple of things that I want to add, and these are really in the area of guidelines. They are guidelines that are hopefully going to help me produce some actual goals later in the year once I have some more data. So in 2018, I have 2 things going on. The first is I live in a small house. I have very limited space. I'll be fitting in a couple of small bookcases in some nooks and crannies in my house, but at that point, that's it. And I'm overflowing a bunch of my shelves. I have a lot of bookcases double shelved, and this has been bothering me. I've realized that I'm hitting this point for the last year. I acquire probably around 150 books per year, and I don't get rid of that many. So it's a problem. I don't consider books to be clutter. I don't like clutter. I don't like owning a lot of stuff. I don't like when things get disorganized and messy. And for the most part, my book collection is, for me, I've always considered it decor. It is an essential feature of any home, and bookcases are just furniture. It takes up space. It's part of the house. But I don't like it when bookshelves aren't tidy and neat and organized. I like to look at them and think every book has a place. And so when I have stacks of books, on the floor and I've double shelved things and it looks weird and everything. I don't like that so much. The second thing I have going on is that I will probably be tackling a very intrusive and expensive home project in 2018, maybe early 2019, but it's gonna be very expensive. It's the last big thing on my list. In the 7 years that I've owned my home, I've knocked out all of the others, but this is the doozy that I've been putting off. And I'm expediting it. I thought I would wait a couple more years, but for various reasons, I would like to get it done now and have it behind me. These things combined mean I need to think very hard about how many books I acquire, how many I get rid of, and how much I spend on them. I am relatively money conscious. I am very, I'm financially sound in many ways. I am pretty strict with myself about spending money and such. I'm very tightly budgeted and I keep track of things. But I realize that I'm missing some data here about what to do, like what can I realistically do without killing myself, without making myself unhappy, but with still saving money and stuff. And I am giving myself the guideline that I will track every book that I buy and every book that I get rid of in 2018. I kind of wish that I'd started tracking what I acquired in 2017, but I thought about it too late in the year to really have good data, but I'm gonna do it this year. And I don't have a goal yet, like I said, because I want to track this. I want to track how many books come in and come out, and how much I pay for them for a little while. And once I have realistic numbers, I can really see what's going on, then I will know how much work I have to do, how much more strict I need to be or something. That's pretty much it for 2018. I want to read 10% in translation. I want to read 40% or more books by non-American authors. I want to continue reading a bunch of short stories from my magazine subscriptions. I'm gonna reread books and I'm going to track what I get and what I get rid of, and we'll see where that puts me, so maybe in the middle of 2018. I feel like every year there's sort of a community-wide theme for people's reading challenges and stuff. I'm very curious to see if my issues here crop up in other people's reading challenges and plans as well. So let me know if you make reading plans for yourself every year and what you are challenging yourself with in 2018. If you have any thoughts on my reading goals, let me know. And I will talk to you again very soon. And until then, bye.